Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Pinky Who Art's live painting sessions, where I share my watercolor and gouache painting process with everyone. And if you're just joining, I'm just getting started. Don't forget to give this live stream a like, retweet, thumbs up, wherever you're watching to help the algo a little bit. That would be awesome. So, like I said, happy Wednesday. I do have a new painting that I am working on today, and you can see that it's a blank page, blank everything, which is super exciting. But I do have my last painting finished in the back, which I will show you guys in just a minute. um I'm not sure if my chat's working today. Oh, technology. But let me check just in case. And sure enough, and yes, Trevor, I see your chat. GM. Hmm. This is gonna be interesting, huh? Okay. I guess I'll just leave the chat on both places in case I get chats and then you guys are like, you're not paying attention to me. I am. I'm just having chat issues. Okay, here we go. Okay. So that's up. That's up. All right, let's get started. Um, all right. Blank page, as you can see, I have not done anything. I was hoping to do it, but I didn't get to do it. But I do want to show you this, my latest and greatest that I've just done. Another piece of my Preserve Me series. I'm happy with how it turned out, actually, because I know I kept on. I think if you're in my stream, you'll know that I was kind of mentioning this one didn't come as flowy as my others, but it turned out great. I think the color look works, and yeah. So someone commented about is this a tattoo, and I thought because I put that in there because I felt like the neck was too long, and I felt like it's good to have this finger kind of becoming a shadow, but the shadow is not actually the finger itself. It's a representation of a floral plants, I guess. Well, the little orbit here. Try to grab onto this flower, try to capture it to preserve it. Got this one upside down, first time painting it in this perspective. I kind of like how her eyelash turned out. She's pushing at the ear, tugging at it, maybe trying to, pull her face back, give her a facelift. Like how the eyes turned out. I feel like her face is that of expectancy, maybe. Got this little guy here with a syringe about to inject her. Maybe she's, waiting to be injected. And then we have this one here as kind of watching, holding onto this flower. And then all the trails of beauty and memory and everything ephemeral spreading into the space. This is a 29 by 40-inch piece of paper. And there you have it. There you have it. Right. It's early. um, yeah, I was 5 minutes early, which I'm even surprised myself. But it was good to set up everything. I'm glad you like the eyeballs. I'm always continue to evolve and improve my lashes because I think that's like the thing I'm not completely done evolving, I feel like. So thank you. Okay, so no chats here, no chats here. Great. I do feel like most of the time my chat comes from my YouTube, so I'm gonna leave that open. And then if anything is weird, Trevor or anybody, please chat me. So I have my camera set here, just at a as best as you can, seeing the whole painting, because I'm gonna do the wash that we talked so often about in our previous sessions. Okay, here we go. All right. Blank page. This is very exciting. So when I do my wash, I usually have my giant brush because it's gonna take a lot of water and whatnot. Uh, let's do new scrap paper since I'm starting a new painting. Okay, this is a good color. Oh, cool. My little ramekin here. I am using a color right out of box of this palette. So I don't have to mix. I just need to add lots of water and get it to the opacity I want. This color does have a lot of white in it. I'm wondering if that's a good idea. Yeah. I added a little bit of vermilion pink, red, vermilion hue. I'm washing the very end of this right now. You might, oh, hold on, maybe not be able to see, but here we are. Okay, here we go. I'm just dropping this color in any area I think will need it. Oh, I just realized, you know what? I didn't do my masking fluid this time, but that's all right. Just be careful in some areas. I'm gonna do her face right away, if you guys can see, because how I planned, I guess. This is the underpainting, which I did not do during my last piece. And I guess I don't always remember to do everything for every single piece, but I think if it's something that will make a difference in my mind, then I'll definitely do it. Sometimes I forget. Okay. Oh shit. Do a little bit underpainting here. I'm laughing because I'm confusing myself. I did like that little bit of vermilion in my color, so we're gonna add that back in. Ooh, this color's intense. And if you guys have any questions about what I'm doing, the materials I'm using, why I'm doing certain steps certain way, please let me know. As I don't have um, my masking fluid layer, I just gotta be more careful. You never really have to use it, but it just helps. Yeah. So glaze some of the flowers, glaze a little bit here. Oops. The downside of giant brush drips everywhere. Oh, maybe I should do this last so you guys can see actually. I'm pretty excited about this color palette that I decided to use because it's something that I've never done before, but it's such a good, beautiful color. And you guys will see in a second what color I'm doing. I'm sure soon enough. Yes. I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday so far. I had a very good Wednesday, actually. I had an awesome conversation this morning on X with a fellow friend and artist about her book release. And the topic itself was something that I really interested in, so it was awesome. Anywhere else? Good morning, Heidi. How are you? Welcome. A little bit of water to this giant brush. Paint this corner. I dropped the I dropped the paint like this because I want it to kind of spread and make a texture. So sometimes I'll do a first wash and then drop water just or ink on top so that it spreads. Maybe a little bit here on the hand. Use a towel to kind of soften the edges of some of these areas. Paint this area, this area. Did I do it? This is a light wash right now, so you might not probably don't see it very well on the screen, but it all makes sense in a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I kind of had the base wash what I wanted, I think. I'm gonna add some water to my brush. Kind of help the color spread. And I think we're ready to go up closer. I know. I feel like this part is not fun to watch because it doesn't show up as I'm laying down the foundation, but it's also a very critical step. So bear with me. So I did this corner. And then I'm going to, I think, excuse me, add a little bit of gray. Oh, a little bit gray loaded on my brush. Love the creamy color. Thank you. Yeah, this is not a color I don't often use, and I don't know why. Ooh, that seems pretty dark. Just went crazy on water there. Oops. I just washed my brush so that's clear water. Kind of darkening the background, mixing some cool gray in this area, in this corner. Hi Dee, how are you today? Happy Wednesday. Ooh. When kind of gray crazy here. I wonder if that's a good or bad thing. Unsure yet. So blend into the white, the cream. This cream color on my palette is actually labeled as light orange. I thought it was pretty interesting. Oh, okay, I mixed some gray with the cream. I think I like that better. Breakfast now, nice. Oh, shoot. It seems so light, but when it gets on, it's pretty crazy dark. Got a slightly smaller brush, kind of spread some area with more intention, I guess. Breakfast now, yay. It's actually my lunchtime now, but I don't usually eat lunch, actually. Talking about daily habits. I usually have a really big breakfast and then early dinner because my young child at home. But yeah, so I tend to skip lunch. Who needs lunch anyways? I think I want to add a little bit of gray here. Here we go. Oh, because the background is so wet, these dots are probably gonna spread out in a second. Okay, I think I'll let that dry and see how that goes. So you guys can kind of see I have my first wash down under painting, whatever you want to call it. 4:30 in the future here. Oh my gosh, Trevor. Well, thanks for being here, Trevor. I appreciate that. But, you know, not to make you feel better or worse, but I like that. I like that 4:30 a.m. time. It's like quiet and the world hasn't quite awake yet, even for the early risers. So you kind of have your brain like super in tuned with your mind. So I like it. And applaud to anyone who wakes up that early. And Trevor, you're definitely one of them. In here, see, that's kind of what I want to happen. Anyone else? I'm resisting my urge to blend anywhere too much right now because I really do think it's gonna be okay. Blending blending sometimes doesn't always improve it. And this trick I recently learned is you paint it and then you kind of spread the edges. That becomes a little blending. Look at that. You're usually asleep now. Yes, as you should be. So thank you for being here. Wonder what's blend this in. Okay, we're we have a wet mess, so to speak. So it's good. We're exactly where we should be. I'm gonna set my camera down right here because I'm gonna try to start painting the face first. Remember we said best practice is always start with the face and hand because that's where your attention will go first. Okay. Okay. As I make some color here. Love the face. Yeah, I think this is gonna be really good. I think this one I'm pretty excited about. Not that I'm not excited about any other ones, but there are ones I get more excited about than others. Sometimes it could be because I'm experimenting with a new color, which is this one, I feel like. Sometimes it could be I'm trying something new. All right. I set my giant brush to the side. I think I'm done with it for now. I do have my second giant brush in hand, which I'm probably gonna use a lot more. I'm gonna let all this wash dry a little bit as I mix the color that I want to do. Okay. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm gonna mix some colors real quick. Oh, it's pretty teal. Huh. I must have used this color before because I had some. So I take that back to say I've never used it, but I can't remember where I have used it. Maybe it was a while back. Okay. I'm gonna use this brush. Yeah. Should I use this brush? No. Cute orbits. Oh, thanks. You noticed. Oh, I think the orbits in this one is really good, if I may say so myself. But you guys will see as this thing progresses. Hmm. Okay. I think how the background texture is happening is okay, is fine. I might drop in a little bit more of that yellow color though. Okay, now hello, Vanessa. Happy Wednesday. I am great. How are you? And welcome back. Just as I'm about to start painting my face. So for this face, I am going to give it a clean, wet glaze first. So I'm gonna carefully, since I didn't use masking fluid, hold on. I guess it's not too late for me to do that. I don't know why I'm just not doing it. Okay, hang on. Get my setup out. I'm gonna do my masking fluid real quick. I've showed this before, but I dab my brush in this brush cleaner. You're great. Awesome to hear. How's your week been so far, Vanessa? Go in, just block out the edges of my orbit. So when I do my washes, I don't go into it. Although this will be covered in gouache, so in the end, so it's not a huge deal, I think. I think it's like my OCD-ness. I want to have a clean edge. Makes me happy when I have a clean edge. Um, Hilarious because I never use my brush cleaner to actually clean brushes, so I totally understand. But this one, I just have it specifically for my brush, for my ma for my masking fluid brush. Otherwise, otherwise the latex dries on your brush, and then you just gotta throw away that brush. There's not much more to be done after that. Do it here. So this side's clean. Oh, I'm gonna do the flower too, since that will be watercolor, and I do not want to cover that up. So ears fine here. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. Oh, first of all, I think buying a car is the most stressful thing in life. I don't know why. I don't know why it has to be that way. But, and the fact that you walked away is like, bravo. You must be really good at negotiating. I'm gonna keep this top edge clean. Can you use the same brush on gouache as you do watercolor? What do you mean? For the masking fluid, you mean? Like if I can use the same, do I need to do this? No. If I use the same masking fluid on gouache, do I want to do that? I remove that in a little bit. I want to do right here. Okay, I think, yeah, I think I'm good for now. Oh no, car dealers always seem so desperate, no matter what. Oh, you can use the same brush for sure. Um, with the caveat that, so I think for when it comes to brushes, I want to say that oil painting, you will be, I prefer more stiffer bristle brush. But with oil, I mean with watercolor and gouache, since they're both water-based, um, you can definitely use the same colors. You don't same brushes. You don't need to have different brushes. With the caveat that I do like to use round brushes more for watercolor because it just holds more liquid, and I need that liquid for my painting. Whereas gouache, I use a flat or flat brush because I want to have that the ability to brush it out, so to speak. Oh wait. So I guess I do have them separate, but you don't have to. You can use the same brush at home. And I always coat my brush back up with this cleaner when I set it away. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry a little bit. And check. Why don't I go back, add some more of that? Okay. So while this part dries, I already see areas. On that, more color here. And some of the colors here. Just gonna drip it, drip, drip, drip it here. Then I'm gonna use a spray bottle. Kind of spray at an angle to blend that. And just let that be. Same with this corner. Some of the color around. Blend this in here. Okay, we'll see what happens there. No idea. Okay, are we dry? Yes, dry enough, let's say. Okay, now we're gonna do the face. So clean water. Do you want to use cover the whole face? Because what I want to do today. Sometimes I just go in with water, I mean with color without glazing. Sometimes I do. I don't know. I don't know why or if it's like when I figure it out, I'll let you know. But yes, I don't always glaze. But sometimes I do, probably get the effect. But today I know the face needs a lot of blending, so I'm just gonna wet it. Ready, guys? Let's load it. This area is all blocked off. Okay. Now that's out, I feel this relief. Every time I go in with it. darker colors, get so nervous because you know watercolor can't really go back. So I usually start with a super light wash, but sometimes because the contrast of color, no matter how light, it's just dark. Oh, don't want to do that. Okay. Putting some water to push that green back. Oh. Let's add a little bit more here of that green. I like that teal color. Oh, this part. Is that darker? Okay. Brighten. So I do have a under paint on here. Let's get closer. Do have an underpaint here. It's like that creamy color. So I just added a darker shade of that color, made darker by adding a little bit of vermilion red. Vermilion hue, which is apparently my most frequent used color in my paint set because that was the first one I had to reorder. Let's make this part darker. Make the color around her eyes a bit darker. This. So now I'm kind of just building up these colors. I'm layering this color on here, then I'm gonna go back in and layer some red color on this cheek here. This part kind of feels like me putting on makeup, but a little bit harder than that, I guess. Kind of gotta remember that the water is also quickly drying. So if there's anything that I want to do, I need to do it quickly now. good. That's good. I'm gonna take the same color and put it on my hands a little bit. Thank you, Trevor. Okay. Back to here. Thinking now I can be a bit braver now. Add some more green back here. Cheek. Eyes. Excuse me. Next, I darken this orange color and added a little bit of brown and a cool red for the ear. Let's just lay that down. Oh, what color I want? This area got very wet. When it's too wet, you can always use a dry brush and come back and pick it up. Okay, I think that's good. I think I need to add a little bit blue. I'm gonna do the pink first. Okay. The cheek. I can preserve the cheek highlight here, but dabbing away there. And then blend it a tiny bit. And then I think this is good. That's spreading like this. A bit. Okay. Just dab in some cool red here. Cool that down a little bit. Then I think take some of this, put it right here. Some of the lips to give it some color, so I know what's what. So we're gonna continue to add this green in. You're spreading too much. Stay here. I'm gonna get a lot of blush. Just added a little bit of blue. See that it's getting even darker now. Toby? I think I'm going to let this dry and see what I should do next. To dry right here, this layer. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna take that green and then bring it to the neck first. And then I'm gonna go back and refine the facial features, which is all your eyes, eyebrows, the nose. I'll feel pretty accomplished if this face was like awesome today. Doesn't take much. Okay. Taking shape now. Yeah, it's kind of taking shape. I feel like the beginning 20% is so boring to watch, I'm sure, but it's also, I think, the biggest difference that happens because, as I work on it more, as I get into the details, like you can kind of, pretty much know what's what, and you can see like the image already, but in the beginning, it's also where the biggest difference happens. Okay, so now let's get into this area. Oh, hold on. You know what? I need to use my masking fluid again. That means it has to dry again. Sorry. Just noticed. Okay, I think my floor shape this time goes way into the skin. So I think I just brush my painting with some brush cleaners. I hope that doesn't do anything terrible. I think the best part about masking tape is to take it off. It's the most satisfying thing ever for me, anyways. Gonna block all these flowers. Someone mentioned that my last painting or the stuff on the shoulder of the skin made them think of a full sleeve tattoo, kind of, and I decided to lean in on that because I think that's an interesting concept. Blocked, blocked, block this part. Okay, anything else I should do before I put this away? Okay, I think I'm good. While that dries, oh cool. On camera, it kind of looks like there's a 3D effect. I think I can work on my hand for now because there's no masking fluid on the hand. So I'm gonna do the hand first and then go back. And also, everyone, I feel like the face, for me at least, is also the hardest part. So I'm glad I'm getting this out of the way first. Okay. Use the color I want. Sure. I think I'm gonna wash this with this color first. Give it a warmth underneath. And then I am going to glaze the rest of it with just some water as well. Oops. So this is cooler, that's cooler. Okay. Okay. That was a lot of water. Mm. I think I need to move away from this pre-made color because it had a lot of white in it. And I think eventually that's not gonna be what I want. Let's pull this part down. And shape. Oh, okay. This is the darkest, I think, so I'm gonna go and add a little bit more this teal color. Surprised how stretchy it is. You talking about the brush? I think this is the hardest part of the whole painting. The the wet on wet in the beginning. Push this back. The masking fluid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, yes. You're definitely, yeah, it's very stretchy. It's latex. Remember we learned? So the dark shadow, the thumb, this part a little, just a tiny bit of thumb, this finger that comes up, knuckle here. I'll probably experience some of that stretchiness today, actually, because I think there are parts that need to take off right away. Yeah. And I got the green hand. You can see that it's kind of starting to do its thing. Oh, I like how. So I'm probably gonna go back and add some more color here. I say I don't know if that's the right brush to do that with. Let's not be lazy and use the right brush. Let's add something that's. Now let's see what happens. All right, dry here. Yes, dry enough. Are we ready for the neck? Yes, do it. It's starting to look like the light's coming from this way for sure, because now my other face is lit. Let's make sure we make this part of the neck the lightest. Oh, that was pretty cool to paint. Collarbone area usually has a highlight, so I'm gonna dab that part away. I think I'm gonna go in with the light, the dark blue color like I did with the other area. Yes. Okay. Almost want to let this part dry a little bit. And the lightest shade goes to the back. Look at the lightest shade here. Okay. Dark shade kind of goes under the shoulder, the armpit area. Pink. We'll let that dry. Let's see how it goes. Hmm. Let's go back to the face. Need to make this prettier. See, when the color was wet, it was so much darker, but now that's dried. I think I can probably use a little bit more color here. Anytime I have hard edges now, I'm just gonna use this brush to kind of blend it. And to redo the ear part so you can see. Okay. Just gonna go in with this color for now. We're going to let she's like grabbing on her ear, try to hold on, try to whisper something to her maybe. So I put some, I'm gonna let it dry, but not 100% dry because I'm gonna dab it back up. What I did was kind of just staining the surface a little bit. But I think I need to let this part completely dry and go in with the wet on dry wash. So that needs to all dry in this area. I'm trying to make the transition as smooth as possible here. I mess myself up when it's still like dry, or when like the dryness or the wetness isn't consistent throughout the surface. Because some areas I paint more than others. That's when I mess myself up. So this is some blue I'm going in now. This area needs blue more than green now, actually. Yes, blue. And I'm kind of a transitioned. Uh, I'm not even gonna blend that part. Just got an idea. Okay, let me do this. I'm dropping some blue dots here because they keep on running away from me. Okay. Hopefully that will stay there. Woo! I do realize in my the past few paintings I did that this cheek detail is kind of important. Let that dry. Okay. Don't want to blend it too much. Okay. Mm. This is now starting to look like a porcelain doll. I love it. The super red cheeks on porcelain dolls you get. I think I'm gonna bring a little bit to the back. Yay! I started doing this thing with my daughter that every time like she's like gets negative sometimes about things she can't do or things that she doesn't want to do. And I want to teach her that, life is hard. We need to welcome it with a good attitude no matter what it is. I want to teach her at this young age so that when she's older, she doesn't have to suffer fools. So we started doing this thing when she like is throwing a fit or tantrum that we'll start every sentence with, Yay! We're going to do something. And it's magical because sure enough, if you do it like, you add yay in front of sentence, you just have to do like 3 or 4 sentences, and then all of a sudden everybody's laughing, everybody's like, not in a bad mood or not like negative about things anymore. So I thought I'd share, if you ever find yourself in a negative mood, try that. You start with every sentence with yay, I'm going to bathroom. Yay! I'm gonna eat lunch, anything. And then suddenly you're like, oh, life is awesome. I think this is gonna need a little bit of I am the master Trevor. Thank you, Trevor. I would like to say that I'm a master at struggling through the phases. But I think maybe also because I'm going to have gotten to know this face pretty well. And you'll notice some artists will do the same face, like, or not same face, but all their paintings have a similar face, and then some artists have completely different face. And I think I want to strive to the point where I have a signature face, so that when people see this face from a mile away, they know, oh, that's Pinky who's painting. I think it's pretty powerful in that. So, a little bit of like light brown mixed here. I'm gonna add that to the nose here, nostril, bit of under here. You guys see? Okay, yeah. See the face is starting to take shape. Oh, that paper is super damp still. It's not good. My brush had just a tad bit of green on it, not cleaned. Good thing I realized it early enough. So, I probably need to let this dry before I go in to correct it. But we'll leave it like that. Good. And and under the lips, it's a little bit darker. This brush, man, what's going on? Hmm. Struggle bus. Okay, cool. Here we go. Just a tad bit brown here. And then Dreamy style face. Oh, that's awesome. Yay. See? See the chin. I still have that brown on my brush. I'm gonna add some brown here. Okay. To let all this dry before. Oh, wait, I think that's dry. Yay. Okay. Actually decided today that I don't like the wet on wet technique today. Because I'm having a lot of trouble. But it's a very important technique in watercolor. So staining a little, then pick it right back up. Oh. Do you have some masking fluid here? I'm gonna pick that up. No, booger. Do my eyebrow on this brown first, I think. One particle on top with an even darker color. Once it dries. Okay. Cool. Next. Here, let's do that. Checking rest on my canvas to see. Hmm. Okay. A tiny bit of dark brown here. Lips are slightly agape, slightly open. Just gotta let that dark brown kind of seep through. So this part of your lip slightly darker than the tip here. And then we like the lips. I do, but I think it needs to be dried, and I'm gonna go in to make this part even darker. Okay, cool. Good for now. Good for today. Cool. Oh, I like that. Let's do that more. Cool. The rest of this doing. I'm really annoyed that keeps on doing this today. I'm gonna keep on manually like blend it, so to speak. Hmm. Bring this darkness up a tiny bit here. Should I do the eyes now so I can just get it over with? Yeah, let's do it so that it looks nice. I usually use a dark navy for the eyes. This is like the part I had to hold my breath to do because, shaky hands. This needs to be that beautiful, like one stroke feel. This kind of reminds me of doing Chinese calligraphy, actually. I don't know if you guys have any experience, but it's all about like the pressure pressure you put on the brush, the lifting and pressing down the brush is like the practice, which I did not do very well just now. Here we go. Let's do it again. So this is what I mean. You go light and then press down and then pick it back up. Ooh, pretty. Lashes point here always. Okay, here we go. Now she has a face. Yay. I love what's happening here. Let's do something about it later there. Okay. That looks good. Hmm. Hmm. I do like the nose glow a little bit. Let's make that. Oh, not that much. I'm glowing the nose up, I guess. Hmm. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna come back and deal with this area, which is fine. I think it keeps on happening because my paper is so wet right now that it's uneven, so I just need to let it dry. Then we'll see what happens. So this part is dry for the most part. Now let's go in. That makes this inside part super dark. I think I'm gonna, next time I make it darker, which I know I have to, I'm gonna do it with my navy blue. and not this color because I need to use a contrasting color because it's not darkening it fast enough. And then here is okay. So tonal. Recently discovered you can darken by adding color and blend, or you can darken by shape setting the darker color. And then your eyes kind of plays a trick. And I think the fact that the latter is way more interesting. Shadows. Let's see, actually just flower petals. Yes, here too, yes. I guess I should get started on the rest of the painting, huh? Okay, so after I do this first wash of the body, I call it first wash, but I feel like I washed it probably 3 or 4 times already. But first session, I guess. Gonna make this area glow a little bit. Let's see. Sometimes when I come back next day with a totally different set of eyes, I start like redo areas and rework areas because every day is a different day. This finger got so weird. Happening here. Peel this part off. Nails. The stretchy part, Trevor, you were talking about. Yep. Yay! And we're gonna glue this part up. Yeah. Mm. Well, not bad for the first wash. She's kind of reminds she's starting to remind me of those little creatures in Avatar. You know, they're blue people, and she's kind of blue right now. But I'm gonna but I'm definitely gonna, push the value as we go on. So she won't end up being a green person, let's just say. Okay, so where should I paint next? I'm guessing I had to get to the flower part, yeah? Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I'm gonna do the easy ones first here. I'm starting with this peripheral part because they're like the secondary floral, where also all the stuff that's coming out of her head is more detailed. I am going to use. I'm gonna glaze first. You know, this color is so soothing that I feel at peace when I'm painting it just by looking at the color. Isn't that crazy? The power of colors. Just gonna drop color around the edges. And just see. Yay. Oh, that turned out cute. Cool. Ooh. So when I glaze the flowers, I like the paint sort of moves on its own throughout the glaze part, the wet part. But if I don't glaze it, then I have to kind of force that. Either way, I think it's good. I do notice I switch back and forth from one way to another, though. As I mentioned in the very beginning, I don't know why. There's no primal rhyme or reason for it. I'm starting to believe that the less blending and watercolor artists do, the more skilled they are. So I guess I'm working towards that. There are artists out there I've discovered that just wet the whole thing and then stroke, and then you have like amazing image. Good to have goals. That means we have something to strive towards. Flowers here. And that's it. So this one I did an underpainting with like that light orange cream, creamsicle color. Okay. I wonder if I can do it one day without the pencil sketch underneath and just make this happen. Oops. Uh, oops. Model. Okay. So my last painting, I had like didn't really have any loose flowers. Had one, and I really loved it. And the painting before that, I had a loose flower too. So to this painting, I was like, maybe I should do more loose flowers since I liked it. I can already see that I need to go back to add details on this one. And for those who are just joining me, I am painting another piece of my Preserve Me series, which is all about exploring our human desire to want to preserve our youth, preserve our appearances. spent so much money on it as a result. Ooh, I'm exploring why that is. Oops. That would be awesome. Awesome if you could give my live stream a like, jump in the chat, say hi if you're watching, and give it a share if you like. Just glazing. A little bit more blue to this one. Whoa. Next time, I think I should just not draw this part with pencil and just freehand it. This is so thin. Or the paint is so transparent that I don't want to make it more opaque. But I'll figure out a way though. I'll figure it out how to resolve this. Okay, now we're gonna move into I guess I'm just trying to do all the green part first and then moving on to another color. I did find that throughout all the experimentation that is when I'd go the fastest. If I'm just working with one color. Prints and originals available. See links. Yes. Thank you, Trevor. I did just release a set of fine art prints in my Etsy shop. Go take a look. You find out when I paint in this color, I'm not mixing a lot of colors because I feel like this teal color is so cool already that I don't need to do much.